Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I'm Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, for the content tonight, we have got to talk about a concerning situation that I'm seeing arise in the Pennsylvania Senate race. Now, the reason that we're going to talk about this is one, it has directly everything to do with our Second Amendment and passing the blessing along to the next generation. One. Two, this is one of the key factors in races that affects everyone in the nation, and that's why we're going to hit this and hit this hard. I've got some red flags, so to speak, about one of the candidates, Dr. Oz. I'm going to walk you through everything in depth. I've got everything linked in the description box below because we need to know this to make the informed decision. Again, I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm not doing anything like that. I endorse the Second Amendment, and that's why we're going to talk about this. Now, I'm going to do a quick read from our sponsor, and then I'm going to hit it hard on the other side. Have you ever thought about making a living in the firearms industry? If you enjoy gun repair, ballistics, and learning about firearms, Sonoran Desert Institute might just be a good fit for you. To find out more about SDI, visit sdi.edu or link in the description box below. And thank you to SDI to making this week's videos possible. But now, guys, we got to talk about Dr. Oz. I got some red flags. I'm going to be flat out honest with you. Again, I have no opinion on any of the other candidates. I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm not unendorsing anybody. All I'm doing is bringing something that I think you need to know to factor into your decisions because this is really important nationwide because this is a Senate vote, okay? All right, so that's my political disclaimer. Let's get into it. Dr. Oz denies writing gun control advocacy columns. Business partner claims authorship. Dr. Oz disavowed a series of columns bearing his byline arguing for gun control. Okay, so right off the bat, best case scenario, he was business partners for 20 years with someone who's a ardent gun control supporter. That's one thing. That's not on him. Again, I'm not endorsing this. I'm just bringing this out to show you guys what's happening. And this article broke today. Linked in description. Pennsylvania Republican Senator candidate Dr. Mehmet Oz this week disavowed a series of columns bearing his byline arguing for gun control in a statement to Fox News Digital. And these weren't small claims of gun control. These were large. But let me read the whole story for you. Oz's byline previously appeared in a series of articles in his UDocs syndicated column co-authored with business partner Dr. Michael Roizen. Roizen is claiming responsibility for this. At various points in the column's run, notably from 2017 to 2019, the articles praised or advocated a variety of gun control legislation initiatives, including assault weapons bans, red flag laws, New Zealand-style gun buyback programs, universal gun purchaser licensing, and mandatory waiting periods. That is as far on gun control as you're going to get. Now, again, I can't tie that to any one individual because the other partner's taking ownership, but there's something else that Oz has said on his show, which kind of two instances of smoke, right? Quote, Dr. Oz and I have been media partners for almost 20 years, including our best-selling U-books. We started working on daily U-Docs newspaper column in 2007. When Dr. Oz shifted his focus to launch his show in 2009, I took over sole management of this daily column. And what he's saying is he did all of it, okay? Rosen went on to state there were several columns where he failed to clarify the text reflected only his own opinion. Roizen's letter did not specify which or how many columns were erroneously attributed to both doctors, but sought to acknowledge periodic errors. Okay, so that's the coverall, right? They're trying to make sure that everything is good for Oz, okay? Here's the obligatory statement from Dr. Oz's campaign. Quote, Dr. Oz believes every law-abiding American should be allowed to buy a gun of their choice, and he will support legislation in the U.S. Senate that protects our rights to keep and bear arms. He does not support any measures that infringe on the Second Amendment and will oppose them. That's from Oz's campaign. Well, we've already got a very wishy-washy Republican vote in the senator in Pat Toomey, and that's who's being replaced. But listen to what Dr. Oz has said on his show. I've got it linked in the description box below if you want to watch this out of his own mouth. Check this out. Oz previously voiced support for red flag laws, which would allow the government to confiscate guns from individuals without proof or malicious intent. And here's the exact quote. Again, the live clip is linked in the description box below if you want to see it. Quote, part of the hope, I gather, is that we'll make a system so that I can call in and say, there's evidence besides my testimony that this person is dangerous. Look at their Facebook feed or social media postings, or comments they've made to coworkers besides me. Do a little investigating. I'm alerting you, putting a little red flag up saying there's a person in concern. Oz told the audience on a previous episode of the show. Now, the reason that I'm bringing this out, again, I'm not endorsing any candidate, but this is something that is a concern for me when you have someone you've been in business with for 20 years who is an ardent gun control advocate as far as you can go. Say, well, I didn't write those articles, they did. And then you're also on your show, on tape, linked in the description, saying that you're advocating for red flag laws. We have a saying in the South where there's smoke, there's fire, and right now I've got 2 signs of smoke, which means there's probably 2 little fires. Again, this is just my opinion. I'm bringing it to you because you guys need to know this. This affects all of us. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below, and I will see you tomorrow morning on the bullet points. I'm Braden. See you later.